there could be some good liquidity coming into the market today, which would be amazing for us. I'm still going to keep a small lot size, guys, just for probably the week. I'll just do that like tomorrow. And then Monday, I'll reanalyze things and, you know, up my lot size probably. But yeah, I just figure keep it small for now is probably the best idea for myself. But yeah, the market looks freaking amazing today. I uh I always set up my charts at like 8 a.m. in the morning, so like an hour and a half before we start. And yeah, I looked at it, I was like, "Oh, this is so nice." The market was just coming down at that time. It's good. So it's good when it breaks a level like this, and then normally we get some nice moves. So market just opened right now, and I'm surprised it's not moving more than it is after my talk. But we'll see. We'll see what happens here. Get to the 1 minute chart. US 30 on the 1 minute chart. We can't actually go back in time for far enough to find price action on the chart because it's like, I think the start of this month or something, the third or the fourth. And the 1 minute chart on TradingView won't go back that far. But on the 15-minute chart, here's a fair value gap that I found. So if it comes down here, there's a really high possibility that it comes back up. The Nasdaq has already actually taken out that fair value gap that is on the 15-minute chart from way back. It's actually right there, like it hit it right to the point and then moved back up. So let's wait for our opening range to start. And yeah, so if we get a short, guys, that's the target basically. It's a 15-minute fair value gap. This line right here. I'll just move this over a bit so you can see the price. Yeah, there you go. On the US 30 chart, of course. And we've got another couple minutes to wait here. So the Nasdaq is just booming. So that's good. This is what we want to see. We want to see like just, some action because lately it's been pretty garbage, the trading lately. It makes it difficult. Makes it difficult. Okay. I just want to show this. So Thursday, 8 a.m. 30 or sorry, 8:30. I don't know what's up with me today. We had some news there, some old orange folder, and then we have nothing tomorrow. And then I don't even know why they have Saturday on there. There's nothing ever on Saturday. But there's news. This is crazy news, guys, that the market's going to be open 24/7 for the NASDAQ um, from the end of December is the news. I've seen a lot of I follow a lot of people that trade on Wall Street, and I see them posting about it. So it's a rumor, though. So who knows? Some guys are saying the 30th of December. I don't know, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Maybe it's a joke. Who knows? Okay, so we can have our trade set up now. Man, I feel really tongue tied today. I don't know what's with me. The words are having a hard time getting out. Okay, so I would expect price to go up today, at least to the VWAP for the NASDAQ. And US 30, same thing, like price just to go up. US 30 came down a lot there since the morning, right? So 7 a.m. Yeah, 7 a.m. And then I guess that 8:30 orange folder news just kind of continued going down through that. It didn't have like any kind of reversal or anything with that. Okay, so we might be getting our long trade here. We have to wait and see. Just keep in mind, lately it's been doing liquidity sweep. Oh shit! After liquidity sweep, there's my bounce. Sorry guys, I got to get out of my account. Log out. Oh my god, I'm missing this trade. Too much, too much. Blah blah blah. Okay. Anyways, there we go. So also point out VWAP on this chart is right there. Okay, so that's something to keep in mind as well. Is the VWAPs are totally in different spots. And yeah, long entry looks like the thing to do here. With this, trend line is going to be crazy for this. So maybe we'll put the trend line. I want to keep it tight though. Maybe something like that would be our trend line. And pretty soon, come on. Okay, there's our entry. Okay, well, so let's hope for a good trade here. It should like give us a nice trade. I think the liquidity sweep is kind of out of the question now. I think it's moved. There you go. It's moved up too much. Okay, so I'm taking quick profits again, guys. $50 or whatever. And it hit 60, but didn't get out in time. Okay. So there we go. We're back up to $60 a profit. I'm just trading on a really small lot size. 70, 80. Boom, I'll take that. $72. That's nice. Okay. So I'm out of that trade. It's almost at the VWAP on the MYM chart. So up to you. You can stay in or get out. I'm out of it. You know. Oh, my balance 50,188 now. So that was $70, I think, or something like that. So the MYM chart, guys, why I got out was because we almost touched that VWAP. Okay. So probably I'm thinking we will come to the VWAP. It might go sideways at the VWAP here, and then I can look at my next trade setup. Okay. Don't mind the NASDAQ chart. It's not time yet. Just wait on that guy. But yeah, we should probably get a touch of this VWAP. There's fair value gaps all through here, but I think that VWAP is the most important thing. Um, but we'll find these fair value gaps. So yeah, I think it did touch this guy here. And then there's one right here. I love it when we get an open market and then boom, we get a trade right away. Yeah, look at that. So touch that fair value gap there. And that's pretty much where I got out of the trade. So maybe a little wee pullback and then comes back up, right? Like the market should be bullish after all this, right? The trend should be, move up and then probably sideways action. So we'll see here. Okay, anyways, we got to be looking at this chart. What? Hey, which is US30? The one I got can't trade on it? Yeah, it's all in the course, buddy. MYM is US30, MNQ is the NASDAQ, right? And then MGC is gold. Okay. Like on my chart, you can see that. Okay. So here's the other thing, guys. If you're not in your, like, okay, say for instance, you go in your, well, if you're paper trading, you can trade on anything, like anything will work for you. But if you log into your, say you get a firm account and then you don't use your, like, okay, how would I say this? You get your firm account, you fail a test phase, and then you paper trade, you're, uh, in I think about 4 days or something, you would lose your data through your firm account. Okay. Does that make sense? So it's a delayed data on it, on the micro or mini contracts, right? So you have to have a test phase or a funded account, of course, to trade on these. Okay. So that's a question that a lot of people have is like, they'll be starting and they won't go through the course or they won't, make it far enough through the course and they'll start trading live in the VIP lives. And they maybe don't have a test phase or maybe they failed one or something like that. And then they can't trade on these charts, but they're trying to not paper trade. They're trying to like find them and stuff like that, right? And they say delayed date on them. I don't know why I have a hard time talking today. Anyways, so make sure you have a firm account. If you don't want to trade in the firm account, you can paper trade. You can still trade on them and they won't be delayed data as long as you have a firm account. Okay. So maybe that's what you're asking. But Sensei. We gotta short this US30. I don't know. See, that's the tricky one is I think the trend is bullish. Right now, probably neutral. This candle is probably gonna go neutral. You could short it, but I don't know if I would short that. Like, look at this, right? I think we're gonna go up today. So I don't think I would short it. I think this is a point of support. So we could actually watch for a reversal and then get into a long here. It got ugly. Yeah, sideways action. Yeah. I don't know exactly what lesson it is where I talk about maybe it's day one. Uh, no, I forget what lesson it's in. Anyways, I talk about there's two lessons where I talk about the trading pairs that we trade on. So just, you know, go through the course, write things down, like just try your best with it. Okay. So this guy here, I think this is kind of high risk now, guys, but maybe a long position. I'm going to give it a shot. I'm going to get in a buy here in US30. I'm going to take really quick profits if it gives it to me 20 bucks. Oh my God. Come on. Give us some profit. Okay. It's in profit, 17 bucks, 25 bucks, 0 bucks. It keeps on giving us profit. Now it's pulling back a bit. Yeah, so this is high risk. It might go sideways here. Um, okay, if we get a body open here, I'll get out of the trade. I'll take the loss, and I'll probably lose the profit from this guy. But yeah, hopefully it doesn't go sideways for too long. Oh shit, there you go. Okay, so it's a point of support, guys. Really strong support. But if we get a body open here, I'm going to get out of the trade. If we get a body open, but this is a good setup. It's just it might come down more before it goes back up. So if it does do that, I'm just waiting for the body to open and then I'll get out of the trade. If it doesn't, and this holds and these are all just wicks below and we move up, then of course it's going to work out for me. But yeah, it's just ranging now. Okay, this is good. It's moving back up. Come on. We need a nice big green or blue candle on my chart, right? We need some of this over here up to the VWAP. There we go. It's almost back up to the entry point. And if you want, take break even, guys, if you're not comfortable with the trade, because this could just range on us. Like we could just go sideways here. That's what we've been seeing the last month and a half, right? So, you know, it's back to break even. Now it's in profit. And, I'm even thinking maybe I want to get out of the trade because I hate being stuck in a sideways trade. So I might take break even on this trade, honestly. Like, you know, but it is at a point where it's uh, at a support level, which is good. So maybe even the next time it hits a profit, I'll get out. We'll see here. And a lot of times, if it is going to go down, it's going to take out the liquidity from this candle. So what you could do if you want is set a sell order right here. If you're like, I don't feel comfortable. Okay, so it's back in profit, 20 bucks, boom. So I took 30 bucks on that or something like that. Okay, so I did that, guys. I took profit on this candle right here, that wick, because it'll likely go up, but I just don't like how it goes sideways, right? I'd rather, now would be a nice trade. But anyways, that's 20 bucks. That's pretty good. The lot size I'm trading on is really freaking small. Um, and that's two profitable trades. So 50,204 bucks. Okay. But yeah, this is nice here. Flat bottom candles. But yeah, we could just be in a range. Okay. Like this looks, guys, when you back out here and you look at the 15-minute, it's like, oh my God, this looks so amazing. That's what I was saying is this session could be really, really good. It could price could go all the way up here today, or at least to here, possibly. But we have to keep in mind what has happened the last 5 weeks or 4 weeks. It's opened and then it's went sideways. so so we have to keep that in mind. Um, and even though the scenario looks like, oh my God, this is a bottom, right? And that candle there open was a really nice open. We still have to keep in mind, like it possibly could just do this and then just go sideways here for our entire session. So I still think, fast profits is the way to go. Yeah, I just think that's the best thing to do. NASDAQ looks like it's at some sort of top here, and we can actually do our setup. So I think this is no, that's 830. Uh, Okay, so that's pretty much 930 bottom. I'm going to leave it right here. And then this is obviously the top. So this is the range for the NASDAQ setup. And look at that, guys. See this sideways action here? So it's telling you just stay out of the trade. It was a good thing we took our profits. I took the profits, I think it was on this candle here. And it's just telling us just wait, just be patient. Okay, the odds are it's going to go up, but it could do a liquidity sweep of this, then come back down, do this again, and then go short. NASDAQ, this is our range for our trade in the NASDAQ. Okay, but anyways, we've done two really quick trades here, which is good. And if I was trading on a bigger lot size, like I would have already hit my income goal. So that's kind of what I'm thinking about when I'm trading on this small lot size and I'm, working on building my mindset back up um, from Tuesday, right? And okay, so here we are here. We're back up here. If it was normal conditions, I would say let's look for a long from here. But we've already taken two trades in the US30, and it looks like it's going to do it. It's going to go to the VWAP. So we could think about a long position from here, from this black line. So let's wait and see what happens at the black line. And once again, guys, when I do my three trades, I'm going to get out. I'm going to go back into paper trading because I noticed, just to work on my mindset and stuff like that and my trading rules. It's just, it's the best. Okay, so yeah, on the MYM chart, it's probably past the VWAP. Oh, it touched it. Okay, good. So that was our target basically, and it touched it. So let's not think about this entry here. Okay, unless we get. Let's look at this chart actually. So what we want here is a body open above the VWAP. So let's keep that in mind. And this was our next little target. So I think we should get rid of that because if a body opens above the VWAP, it'll touch it. But yeah, it could actually pull back from here because it touched the VWAP. So I'm going to actually put a line on this chart so I remember that it's touched the VWAP on the MYM chart. So the VWAP's pretty much there, and I'll make it blue. There we go. That's the first time I've ever done that, but I think that's good. Okay, NASDAQ pulling back here in our range. That would have been a really nice short position from here. Okay, so let's see if it finds support here. Also it could just do this right here. So it's just markets are really really crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy lately. So yeah, guys, the one of the biggest things you can do in your trading is just be patient and wait. It's part of risk management, right? You just have to have a plan. You have to be patient. You have to wait for that plan. And then once you're in a trade, the only thing you're thinking about, you're not thinking about take profit because you have a plan. So you already know where your take profit is, right? Or you have a take profit goal. Mine, when I'm trading on such a small lot size and stuff, $50. That I'm happy with that. If I do three trades, that's $150. towards the test phase, obviously, right? So, you have a plan, you're in your trade. What you focus on is your risk management. So you stick to your plan of where you're going to get out of your trade if it goes against you. That's what risk management is. Okay, so this guy here, um, I guess we could wait and see if it's going to show signs of giving a long position. I just don't understand why it wouldn't take this low out. It's so close to it. Like it came all the way down to here. So that's kind of scary for me is if it shows signs to go long here, uh, why didn't it take this out? Right. And this guy now, we're above the VWAP, but we haven't had a body open above the VWAP. So maybe the next candle we could look at another trade in US30. And as I said at the start, guys, like US30, we're definitely it's bullish. Like we're looking for it to come all the way up, like you know, pretty high, pretty damn high here, right? Like I was saying, like around here, maybe somewhere. Okay, so like that's a huge move, right, for our session. But it should be pretty bullish. Ba-ba-da-ba-doo. Zoom in here. So body open above this blue line is kind of what I'm waiting for. On the MYM chart, that'd be above the VWAP. Okay, so that's kind of almost it, but it's not very strong. So we'll have to wait and see here more. Okay, you can see what the Nasdaq's doing, right? I have a feeling it's going to come wipe this out and then go up. Yeah, look at that. A lot of people went long here because they weren't watching this back here and thinking about liquidity. You kind of always have to think like, where's the liquidity? Where would they want to take price? Right? Like institutions, guys, if they were to click buy right here, the price would instantly shoot up to here, right? They have to like slowly get in and then buy up the liquidity down here, and then that'll turn price around, right? But it could wick all the way down to here for them getting in because they're taking stop losses all the way through here, right? Of people's orders. Okay, so look at this. So it pretty much touched the VWAP on our MYM chart, right? Boom, took out the liquidity up here. And then now, who knows? I still think the idea is up today, but we could go sideways here. It could have a nice kind of pullback to give us a better entry. Or, as I said, it could go sideways and then we actually go up again. But I'm kind of interested in this NASDAQ trade over here. And I know a lot of you guys are watching gold. I put in my risk management rules that I'm not going to watch 3 charts at the same time. So if you guys see a trade in gold, just say, "Hey Drew, look at gold." Okay? And I'll look at it. Um but yeah, cuz some of you guys you trade gold and you spot some good trades there in gold. We have got some nice ones in gold, right? Okay, so there you go. It's grabbing the liquidity. Let's see what happens. Here, this guy, I think we're going to get that sideways action. It just goes sideways on us. Here, let's zoom back out a bit. Okay, let's wait to see a clear, like, Hintaki Ashi candles trend reversal here. It's called, what do they call it? They call it an XYZ pattern. The trend reversal with Hintaki Ashi candles. I think it's called that XYZ. I think. So you want to see a neutral candle, and then you want to see a flat bottom candle. And then okay, there's a high possibility it's going to continue going up. This guy here telling us not to trade, going sideways, like it's stuck on the VWAP, right? And this is the game of patience, just waiting around, letting price decide what to do. Uh, and then the understanding as well, like we have like if I was to click buy or sell right now, I'd have a 50-50 chance, right? It's just lining up all these confirmations gives me more of a like 80% chance or something on the trade. So if I wait for it to show signs that it's going to do a reversal, that's a confirmation. My other confirmation, it's done a liquidity sweep of this. So maybe each confirmation is, 10% on that 50%, right? That's kind of like how I think about it. And then another confirmation is just looking back to the past and seeing where's that fair value gap, right? Right here. So there you go. There's our first sign. Okay. Let's wait for the next candle and then we'll jump in. Fair value gap way up here. Okay. Boom. There you go. Okay. So I'm going to take this NASDAQ trade as a buy. I'll wait for it to come down a bit. Okay. So in there, it's up 20, 90, 100, 88, 93. Boom. I'll take that. Okay. My target's way the heck up here, but I'm building my confidence back up from um, Tuesday, right? So when I see $50 in my profits, I take it. Okay, guys, this is I know a lot of traders will disagree with me and they're like, no, go to your target. That's your plan. Go to your target. I think taking profit is going to give you the confidence to go to your target later on, right? It's going to go to the target most likely. And if I was to hold that, maybe I'd make 500 bucks on that trade. But for me right now, my mindset, like I'm being honest with you guys, my mindset was completely almost crushed on Tuesday, right? Just what happened, all that stuff. And I think personally myself, that's what I need to do to get my mindset back in the game is just take profits, be patient, find really good trade setups, and then just let them play out, right? Till my goal. I want to take 50 bucks. I'm trading on a really small lot size, right? Okay, so I know some people are still in this trade, but you want to take like right here is a good place to take profits as well. Look at all these wicks, right? It's going to probably struggle here. It might have a little wee pullback and then go back up, or who knows? Maybe it pulls all the way back down to here, grabs the liquidity from this. So taking profits, guys, is like clicking sell when you're in a trade is the most important thing you can do when it's showing you it's in profit, right? Is clicking sell and getting out of that trade and taking your profits. Okay. Scalping is like hungry hippos. Why I laughed so hard was because I went and I bought my son Hungry Hippos on the weekend, the game, because he was like, "What the heck, Dad? What is this?" He saw an old ad from the '80s or something on YouTube. He's like, "Dad, this game looks so fun." So I got it from. Yeah, just wondering why you call them. Oh, that's just how I say it. I lived in Japan for 6 years. That's how they say it. Hintakiyashi. Well, no, it's not no, I shouldn't say that. It's not how they say it, it's how I say it with my Gaijin accent, my white man accent or foreigner accent. Hintakiyashi. I know I totally say it wrong. I should say that in the course because I say Hintakiyashi all the time, and, yeah, Heiken Ashi candle is how you say it. Okay, so good thing I got out of that trade because it pulled right back to this red line here, you know? Uh US30, probably coming back down, maybe even grabbing liquidity from here. There's probably even a fair value gap back here. I've done my 3 trades, guys. 3 trades, 3 profits. That's exactly what you'd want to see. Yeah, Hintaki Ashi. I say it wrong. Um, it's Hiken Ashi, I think. Hiking Ashi, Hiken Ashi, or something like that is the proper pronunciation for it. The candles, right? The name of these candles. Like this is a standard candle. And then what we trade on, I say Hintakiyashi, right? I just pronounce it wrong, but everyone knows what I'm talking about, right? And that started through like an inside joke because I lived in Japan, guys. My ex-wife was Japanese. Um, and that's when I started trading, was when I lived in Japan. And yeah, it was just kind of an inside joke because that's how all the white people used to say it. Hintaki Ashi. Okay. We know what you mean. Yeah. Okay, so no trade here, guys. I think this is too risky just to jump in a short, but it could come all the way down to here. It's probably like as I keep on saying, I think that US30 will go up today, like maybe even around this VWAP here or just above it. But I think this is just too risky just to be like, oh, let's short because there's liquidity right here. Like there's a lot of liquidity right here, right? So even maybe we see a wick down here and then quick back up. There's probably a fair value gap through here. Right there. Okay. So boom. If we see price come down here, then go sideways or have a nice Hintaki Ashi trend reversal, then maybe we could think about a long position. I just wouldn't touch this. I got to log out of my firm account. Okay. So if you guys are copying what I'm doing, you're taking the same trades as me. I'm logging out of my firm account. Now I'm logging into, oh shit, I forgot to show my balance. Here, give me a second. It's like 50,290 or something. Here, I'll just show you quick so you know I'm actually like, doing this. There you go. $50,290. And if you guys ever feel like, oh, you know, I don't know, like I don't believe you're trading or whatever, um, like I can, if you want, I can show you right in my trading account if you want. Like I'm not gonna go live and show people, but I can show you like one on one if you want. Like if you guys, I don't know, I don't think anyone's like that, but if you have doubts of something, but I think it's pretty, you know, good what I'm doing here. I'm just telling you everything that I'm seeing, and then I'm saying like, oh, I'm in a trade, oh, I'm selling. Hey, this is going to be really, really fast trading. That type of thing. Someone from Japan once told me they say Heikin Ashi. Yeah, they say a bunch of different things. The white people say Hintaki Ashi. Um, how they Japanese pronounce it is someone said it up here. Hiking Ashi. Hiking Ashi. I don't know with their accent. I don't know. But yeah, people say it in a bunch of different ways. Hawkin, or I don't know. Yeah, they say it a bunch of different ways, like around the world. But if you listen to most gurus on YouTube, they'll say it like High King Ashi or something like that, like the proper way to say it. Okay, I do not trust this here. Like, I think we're going to get sideways and it's slowly going to creep down here or something because we got a fair value gap here. There's so much liquidity sitting here right now that boom, I think it's gonna come down. Ashi. You wouldn't believe how many people message me and say, "Hey, you're saying it wrong." And I'm like, "I know." Okay. US or sorry, NASDAQ. Man, it's so tongue tied today. NASDAQ. We're back down to this point of interest here, guys. It has taken out this liquidity. I don't know if you remember, but a while ago I said it might try and take this out. So that's what I'm thinking right now is it's trying to take this out. If it takes this out, the NASDAQ could actually drop even more, which is crazy. But what have we seen? Like it could go for this stuff down here, right? But like what have we seen with the Nasdaq on the higher time frames? Like look at this stuff. It's just bananas. Like it's in a downtrend, but this is the range on the higher time frames is where we are. We're at the bottom of that range. So that's what I'm saying. Like we could actually, and I started talking about this, I think a week ago, is when we're up here, was that it could come all the way down to here or even down to here, right? The NASDAQ. This is on the 4 hour chart. So like nothing like it's not going to do that today or whatever, or probably even this week. It probably won't do that, but it could slowly move down here and it could even possibly take this out because if you were to draw a range, the range here, I'll put a box around it, but the range would be like this. Like, where's all the volume? It's right here, and we're at the bottom of it. So there's a high possibility that it could just crash. And there's a lot of people on social media saying that, and that's why I said it in our Bitcoin update video is the crypto market could crash as well because a lot of times it'll do what the you know stock market does basically or indices market. And you can see Bitcoin right now. I think it went to like almost 70K last night, so it's having a little like move up, which can bring a bigger move down, right? If it's in a downtrend still. So if you guys are in crypto, I'd be watching that. Is that it's at a point where it could just crash again. And everyone is bullish on it. Like all these gurus out there are saying, "Oh, the bottom's in, go buy, go buy." I don't know. I'd rather just kind of stay safe with it. The US30, uh, it's at our point of interest here. Like this is like I was talking about back here, where it's going to probably take out the liquidity from here. That's what it's done right now. And then we have this line here as our fair value gap on the 1 minute chart. So this is where I'd want to see it kind of go sideways, and then we could get another long position out of it. But yeah, if it breaks this level here, we could probably go short, and it'd probably take this out, this red line, like it take the liquidity from down here, possibly. But yeah, I want to see what happens right here. Yeah, sorry guys, I haven't taken a trade in like 10 minutes. Um, it's just like it's telling us kind of to wait. We could have shorted back here, but I thought it'd be better just to kind of wait. We've already done 3 trades. Um, that's what you're talking about, Carl, right? Is like, are we going to short US30? I think I'd wait for it to break this line here. But yeah, you've been thinking about a short from here, I think, right? Like back when it was going this way. You got shorts on your mind. I've met my goal paper. Yeah, that's the attitude you got to have. That's good. That's what I'm trying to do now this year, 2026. I'm trying to focus on trading less in my funded account or test phase account, I should say now. And just doing paper trade. If I'm, still like, oh, I want to trade, I want to trade. Like I have that feeling um, in any session. And what I'm trying to do now is trade Tokyo session as well, as many times as I can. And then I try and put the trade calls in here in the community, in the market analysis. So I'm trying to do that like 3 to 4 days a week. But it's kind of bad timing because that's when we're at soccer practice and then the games and stuff like that. Like yesterday, we had a game, so I couldn't do anything because I'm driving, and my wife came too. So, okay, so we're just waiting around. We want to see. This is what we've been waiting for. Is like what's going to happen here. Um, it'd be really nice if we had a body open above this green line, and then boom, we take a long. So I'm going to get my US30 chart ready. I'm in my. Oh no, I'm not. I got to log out of my account. I got to go into my paper account. Okay. And my balance is, I don't know if you guys saw it, but it's at like 50,400 from yesterday on the paper account. There you go, 50,409. Okay. So now look at this. It's totally changed. Now we're going to get a short position. So let's wait for the entry in this short. This is a really high risk trade because there's no fair value gap. The only target is like these lows basically, and this low down here. I don't think there's a fair value gap. Oh, there's a little one right here. Okay. Um, it's really small. Anyways, we'll remember there's one right there. Uh, let's wait and see. And this here, price could come back up and go sideways again. This could be a liquidity sweep of this. So there you go. Now it's back up, right? So this is good though, because then if it stays up here, we're going to get a nice long trade. long position. Okay, so we'll just wait. Once again, guys, I'm in my paper trading account and 17 seconds. I'm going to wait for this next candle. And if it's bullish, I'm going to get in there. Looks like it's going to be good. Okay. Okay, it's not good. I really want it to like come up here, price, because it could just continue to do this, right? This sideways junk. Oh my God. The NASDAQ found support here. Now it's going back up. So this is its range here from here to here. That is crazy, eh? How many times? Like imagine getting in here and then it wicks so many times and then it goes up. It'd be frustrating. Okay, let's glance at gold really quick. Gold, nope, ranging, doing the same thing. Okay. I really want to get another trade. This is crazy, guys. We've been waiting like 20 minutes for a trade. I've also met my daily. You've been trading London session. Yeah, you've been doing good in London session. You guys that trade London, you're lucky. Maybe I need to do like vocal exercises before I start because I'm having a hard time talking, guys. I don't know what the heck's with me. I keep on like slurring my words and stuff like that. Yeah, look at this. Look at this. Now we're back down here. Man, this is probably something with the NASDAQ. It's from this black line to this red line. And when we get a break of this, it's going to be a nice long. If we get a break of this, it'd be a nice short. So we'll delete this line. But yeah, it's just not giving us a trade. And the best thing to do is if it doesn't give you something, have a plan and just stick with that plan. So if we get a body open below here, we can take a short. There's no real target through here. There's a little wee fair value gap within here somewhere. I think this is almost taking it out, but it's like right there or something like that. Nasdaq, like you probably could take a really quick short in the Nasdaq. I just don't really trust it. Right, this is strong support as well. Right where my line is on my mouse, right there. Okay, here we go. So here's our short position here. So get ready. And then I'm going to go in with the candle open. It's basically at that fair value gap we found. But I'm going to get in there because it is a trade setup model we've been waiting for. We got 5 seconds. Okay, and we'll see how this works. And my paper trading account is not letting me in. Let me refresh the page. Yeah, it didn't put me in the trade. Anyways, maybe it worked out in my favor because it's went back up a bit. There you go. Now it's in. Okay, so we'll see what happens here. It's definitely trending down, but that could have been the bottom. We'll see because there is a fair value gap like right here that it touched. But yeah, guys, this is a mess. All this sideways action, like look at all the wicks on these candles, little wee bodies. So what we need to look for here, what I'm looking for is for it to find resistance under this black line and there it goes. Now it's continuing down and boom, I took that profit. So that was $150 of profit. I'll show you guys that. Oops. I took a picture of my full screen. Yeah, so now this paper account's at 50,551. So it's like $150 of the paper money. But yeah, what I'd be looking for here, um, maybe it comes back up. I'd want to see it find support up here, and then I could actually take another short position. If it does that. If it doesn't, then I just don't get back in, right? But yeah, if it continues coming down, it's probably going to take out either this liquidity or maybe even come all the way down here. If it comes down here, we get a body open below this red line, it could come all the way down to here. This is, I think it's August 3rd, a fair value gap from August 3rd, this black line that I found before the session. Because you can't go back that far on the 1 minute chart. So I had to use the 15-minute chart to find a fair value gap. I probably could have used the 5 minute chart, but never thought of that. So on that trade, the candle body opened on the black line. So is that okay to take? It's really up to you. Sometimes I take it, sometimes I don't. Like for instance, this candle here was really bearish, right? Like it came down and then this one opened like around here. If we were to look at the candles, yeah, it opened right here. So that's really why I said, oh, it's probably good to get in because it was showing signs that it's really weak. It did come all the way back up to our black line though, right? And then it went all the way back down to here. So yeah, it's really like a call that you got to make. Um, if it looks really bearish to you, but it doesn't give you your exact entry model, but then the candle opens almost at the bottom of this one, you kind of just have to make the call. But a lot of times it will go back up to your line and then come back down. So, like right now, it might go all the way back up there and then come back down, right? Yeah, it's kind of like a feeling, but why I say in the course just wait for that body to open below the line is because it's a clear like plan, right? I'm not saying, oh, if it breaks the line, get in on the next candle because then the next candle might open up here and then people would get in and they'd be like, oh, it doesn't work, you lied, kind of thing like that. But if the body opens below the line, there's a really high possibility it's going to be one of two things: a liquidity sweep, and then the trade goes against you, or it's going to be a trade that works out for you. It's most of the time it won't range, like it won't go back and then range like you see here. Okay. So that's why I say open below the line is just because it's a higher confirmation that it won't go back and then range. And then the trader get like frustrated and pissed off and say, oh, I don't like trading. It doesn't work. Like you can see all this here, how many times it's broken our line, but hasn't given an entry model. So imagine if our entry model was just break of the line, which is the entry model for most. This is called I think orb trading is the model. Um, the open range model that we use. Uh, it'd be really frustrating because price would be going against you constantly. You'd constantly be getting stopped out, right? Do you look at larger patterns? Gold is showing an ascending triangle. Yeah, I used to trade off patterns a long time ago. I just realized that levels is kind of the way that I feel like is most profitable. And also the other thing, it's kind of like the candlesticks. Like I know a lot of the standard candlesticks. I know the names of them and stuff like that. But if I was to put that into the course, people will be like, I don't want to do this. This is too confusing. But it's good to understand what each candle means. So that's the same with patterns. Like there's, I don't know how many patterns. Like I think there's 50 something patterns you can learn in trading, and even more because people keep on making them up. Um, it would just be like it's much easier just for me to teach levels, like how to trade on levels. Because I know a lot of people say, oh no, the market doesn't go on levels, like it doesn't trade on levels. But it clearly, to me, it does. Like, look, it came here, it stopped. So that's a point of interest. When it's coming down, it came there, it stopped, and then it broke. It went sideways under that level, but still, that's like it's an opposite of this, right? It's resisting now. So it obviously trades on levels. So that's why I teach levels, guys, and not patterns and that type of thing. But yeah, patterns do work. If you find them, they are something, right? They're Yeah, bull flags, bear flags, all those things are awesome. And look at this. This looks like another liquidity sweep. It's just craziness. So no trade here. It's really struggling, but we did a fourth trade and it was a profit. So that's four trades. We only have 10 more, 11 more minutes in the session. And I kind of really don't trust this NASDAQ if it gives a short position, but I'm in my paper trading account and I probably will take it because it is the model, guys. This is the break of our range. And there, it just gave it. So I'm going to actually take that trade. It's pretty close, right? So I'm going to get in a sell in the NASDAQ. I'm in my paper trading account. My God, this thing, there it goes. Now it's in the trade. And it's really going against me. Yeah, so that could have been a liquidity sweep. Yeah, look at that. Holy smokes. Okay, so I'm going to get out of it now. I just blew all the profit that I made. Now it's minus. This is my paper trading account, so it doesn't really matter. But it's minus 160, $138 now, that account. So you can see there that it didn't exactly give the model to enter. It gave like this candle here. It looked like this one when I got in the trade, right? It wasn't exactly the entry model, but it was really showing signs that it wanted to go down at the time, but it ended up being a liquidity sweep of this right here. Okay. The odds are if it keeps on going sideways, it probably will go down. So I could like at some point get that trade. But yeah, luckily, I don't think I would have taken that in my firm account. But luckily, I was in a paper trading account. And you can see exactly if we put a line across here, right? It shows that it's taken out the liquidity from this candle. Like it's just a hair below that candle. There, you can see the little space. So that's exactly what it did. So now it could run up here, take the liquidity from this, and then go back ranging and then give a trade. Or, it could run up from here. We don't know. So I would just wait. But looking at this, I would think the NASDAQ's going to continue going down. Like I think this was its high, and then boom, it'll probably go back down. Yeah, it snapped up pretty hard. Yeah, and that's why you got to really watch out for liquidity sweeps. Like that's a big, big candle on the 1 minute chart. We still have another 7 minutes or whatever. But yeah, guys, just be aware when I'm trading in my paper trading account, a lot of times I'll do things just like, oh, this might happen and I'll do it, but I wouldn't do that in my firm account. So when I say I'm in my paper trading account, I am in my paper trading account. Understand he's in his paper trading account. Okay, this looks pretty good here. If we get an open above here, we could actually, it could be a reversal and then it pulls all the way back up. Let's see. Or it could go sideways here. I think the NASDAQ's going to actually come down. I think we'll be down here later in the day. Maybe. We'll see. You can see it's really struggling, eh? It just keeps on taking liquidity from the bottom. Okay. It's going to have a really hard time getting past here, past this green line. But when we get a body open here, we can take it. Um, you wouldn't want to just jump in right now. You'd want to actually wait for a body open above this green line, which could be a pretty long time away. Because this is too late to get in with a body open above here because it's already taken out this liquidity up here. So we'll wait and see what happens. And maybe I'll do a fun trade and like see what happens and I'll get in there. I'll wait for a pullback. So the NASDAQ has taken the liquidity from all this. So it's taken from the bottom and the top now. So let's see what happens here. Comes back down. Yeah, let's jump in here. This looks really bullish. So don't do this if you're in a firm account, guys. Don't just jump in a trade. But I'm going to jump in a trade here in the paper account just to see what happens. Like maybe it continues going up. That'd be pretty crazy. But yeah, any of this action here, I wouldn't be trading in the firm account. I would just wait and see what happens. Um, you know, like a break above here, you could take a long. The target's right there, so it's not very good. That's why I'd rather see this short position here. And boom, this guy here might be a top, and then it might pull back. If it does that, I'll just get out of this long trade. But I just want to see if it goes up. That'd be pretty neat. Let's look for a fair value gap up there, way up here. So let's see if it finds support here and doesn't pull back, and it goes all the way up here. That might be after the session. See what happens. It's like right around the entry of where I got in. That once again, guys, I'm paper trading now. So but this is a good level here. If it finds support and goes sideways, it could continue going up. This guy, I'm going to take a short in the NASDAQ as well. We'll see what happens there. Once again, it won't let me. Got to drop the lot size, I guess. We'll try 5 lots. And I'm paper trading, guys, so keep that in mind as well. Okay, so I'm going to put a sell right down here, and we'll see if we make it. Sorry, it's right here. We'll see if we make it to there. See if it comes down. So they're both in profit right now. $180 or so. So we'll see if that works out. This thing here might go sideways on us. And this one's almost at the take profit there. This NASDAQ trade. Yeah, if it wasn't for this huge wick candle here, probably would have had a good day in the paper trading account too. Probably would have been another $400 day. Like yesterday when I went over to paper trading, it was $400 that it made, which is pretty damn good. Boom. Okay, so that NASDAQ trade hit its profit. Now this guy's totally going against me, so it's probably going to wipe out the profit that made from this. But I'll wait and see. Maybe this might range here. If you're taking this as an actual trade, you'd have your trend line probably something like that. So it's already broken the trend line. And you can always switch your bias, right? But what we've seen lately with this thing is it goes sideways. So if this continues down here, maybe I can do something like change my bias and then just jump out of that trade and go in an opposite direction. But it could, as I was saying, it could just go sideways here. Okay, we got 2 more minutes and it's coming back up. It's doing the sideways thing. And yeah, if it comes back up to the entry point, I'll probably just get out of it. So I'm not like even in a paper trading trade there. But yeah, it looks like it might go sideways or it might just actually come down to like around here. Yeah, there it goes. Okay, so I'll just get the heck out of that. No, you know what? I'm gonna hold. It's a paper trade account. I'm gonna hold it and I'm gonna see what happens. I'll set a take profit on it. So I'm gonna set a take profit up here at the VWAP on the MYM chart on it. This is just for fun, guys. Don't do this. Like, don't just jump in a trade and set a take profit. But I just set one up there. I'll just leave it, see what happens, because I really think that US30 is going to go up. Actually, let's look at the higher time frame now. Yeah, I think we're going to go up here. This guy, look at this. So we're back down here to where it's ranging. That is nuts. Nuts, nuts, nuts. And let's see what happens. Could like look at this 15-minute chart, eh? Like it just looks like a lot of sideways garbage, but the trend is the lowers, the lower lows are the lows are higher lows. There you go. And then we've got this. This is the open, right? 930 candle. Oh no, this is the 930 candle. And then that was the high. So yeah, who knows the direction of this thing? We don't know. There. Okay. Anyways, the session is done, guys. I'm just gonna play fun with that trade because the paper trading account. I just set a take profit right here. If it hits, it hits. If it doesn't, it's all good. It'll probably hit. If I was trading and I didn't take my 3 trades, this would be my trade setup. I would leave this here so I know where the high of the open is. But this would be my trade setup. Is this long position, short position, with the understanding that it could be a liquidity sweep. So I'd want a clear confirmation. If it gives the short, I could actually wait a little bit longer for that conversation. Like I could wait for a clear like body to open, like maybe down in this area below these wicks, right? Because it has a lot of room to go down over here. And then you could find your target, your fair value gap. So there's little wee ones through here, but it looks like probably within this area down here, if it gives a short, which I kind of feel it's going to give a short, but like around here somewhere is where it could stop and go sideways. If it gives that short, and then the target for the long is just right here. Like it's not that far away, but still, that's a good trade. Okay, this guy here is pretty much back up to my entry, so I could get out if I wanted to, but I'll let that one rip. We'll see what happens with it. Okay, so that's it for today, guys. We did pretty damn good. Now it's in $50 a profit. We could do, or we did do pretty good today. We did 4 trades, 4 profits. Today, I think the main lesson with the live was patience, like just waiting. There was one trade we waited. I think that was the 3rd trade or 4th trade. 4th trade. We waited 20 minutes. I think 25 minutes for that trade to play out. Um, for it to give us our entry, and it was a profit, so that was good. And that's it from me. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed today's session, and I'll see you tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. EST. So I'll see you guys there.